Hello students, good morning to one and all. I am Professor Nazim. This is my third class. In the previous class also we discussed regarding organic photochemical reactions, and also we discussed laws of photochemistry. Organic photochemistry is a branch of organic chemistry that studies light induced chemical reaction of organic compounds. Simply we can say photochemistry is the study of the interaction of light and chemicals. Today I am going to discuss about a very important topic, Jablonski diagram. Jablonski, Jablonski diagram. Very important questions. When a molecule in excited state, its energy are best shown diagrammatically, and the diagram is known as Jablonski diagram. The Jablonski diagram represents the energy level within a molecule where valence electron can be excited. Jablonski diagram is an energy diagram arranged with energy on a vertical axis. V refers to vibrational state, this V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, whereas the T represents triplet state, that is V0, V1, V2, V3, V4, and S stands for singlet state, that is S1, S2, S3. Now in this Jablonski diagram, every column usually represents a specific spin multiplicity for a particular species. Column contains electronic energy state S and T. Column contains electronic energy state S and T. Within each electronic energy states are multiple vibronic energy states V. As electronic energy states increase, the differences in energy becomes less. As the electronic energy levels gets closer together, the overlap of vibronic energy level increase, so that you can understand this concept, the closing level, all those things. Usually only a portion of these vibrational energy states are represented due to the massive number of possible vibrations in a molecule. Electronic configuration of the molecule is described as being in the general state. Absorption of UV radiation by a molecule excites it from a lower vibrational level in the electronic ground state to one of the many vibrational levels in the electronic excited state. The electronic state is usually the singlet state. The Jablonski diagram illustrated a singlet ground electronic state. The parallel base labeled as S0, as well as the first upper set of parallel bars S1 and sometimes a second electronic excited state S2. The multiple lines in each electronic state represents the multiple lines in each electronic state representing the vibrational energy levels. The molecule is in the excited state or considerably more reactive, and the excess energy possessed in the excited state can be dissipated by one or more of the following ways. That is, non-reactive process between states, radiative process between states, loss of energy by intermolecular energy transfer, and the last one is a chemical reaction. I repeat once again, the molecule in the excited state are considerably more reactive, and the excess energy possessed in the excited state can be dissipated by one or more of the following ways. The first one is non-reactive process between states. Second one is radiative process between states. Third one is loss of energy by intermolecular energy transfer. Fourth one is chemical reaction. So absorption of light, the absorbance of a photon of a particular energy by the molecule results in the migration of electron from lower energy states to higher energy states, excitation. This is indicated by straight arrow pointing up. These lines. Only certain wavelengths of light photon are possible for absorbance that have energies that corresponds to the energy difference between two different states of the particular molecule. Now the important concept is vibrational relaxation and internal conversion. Usually radiationless transfer of energy can occur before any radiative process or chemical reactions can occur due to the rapidity of the process. The excess vibrational energy is lost by collision with other molecule is vibrational relaxation. Migration of electron from higher energy state to lower energy states by losing their absorbed energy, that is relaxation. This is indicated as curved arrow between the vibrational levels in same electronic state. So these arrow lines, the crossing lines, if relaxation occurs between vibrational levels in same electronic state, S1, S2, S3 in same state, then this phenomenon is called vibrational relaxation. If relaxation occurs between vibrational levels from one higher electronic state to another lower electronic state, then this phenomenon is called internal conversion, IC. Simply in the diagram is given IC, internal conversion. This is internal IC here, from S3 to S2, from S3 to S2. The molecules cross to state another from S2 to S1 by a process called internal conversion. The excess energy in internal conversion is converted into vibrational energy. This excess vibrational energy is again lost by vibrational relaxation. Vibrational relaxation energy within a state usually lost. Deactive process within 10 to the power of minus 13 seconds, and between S2 and S1, between S2 and S1, so within 10 to the power of 11 to 10 to the power of 12 seconds. This vibrational relaxation or internal conversion occurs in about a picosecond. Picosecond or less. Now, fluorescein, the another important concept in this Jablonski diagram. Migration of electrons from higher energy state to lower energy state by emitting photons. The emission of light, radiative transitions. When the molecule returns from the excited singlet state in their lowest vibrational levels to the several levels of the ground state, singlet is known as fluorescein, or this is indicated in a straight line going down to the energy axis between the electronic state. Fluorescein is a slow process. (10⁻⁹ to 10⁻⁷). It is not a very likely path for relaxation. Fluorescein is most often fluorescein is a process 10⁻⁹ to 10⁻⁷. It is not a very likely path for relaxation. Fluorescein is most often observed between the first excited electronic state and the ground state. If the geometry of the nucleus and the vibrational spacing in the excited singlet state and ground state are similar, then the fluorescein spectrum S1 to S0 is a typical mirror image of the absorption spectrum is S0 to S1. If a molecule which absorbs UV radiation does not fluoresce, it means that it must have lost its energy some other ways. The electronic transition are almost instantaneous in nature, often occurring in time frames ranging from nano to sub picoseconds, approximately 10⁻⁻15 seconds, which are far too short to observe significant lateral displacement of nuclei during fluorescent and phosphorescent events. Now the next one is intersystem crossing. The electron changes spin multiplicity from an excited singlet state to an excited triplet state. This is indicated as horizontal curved arrow from column to another. This is indicated as horizontal curve arrow from one column to another. Look at this. This is the slowest process. After crossing electronic after crossing electron back to the ground electronic state via phosphorescence, where a radiative transition from an excited triplet state to singlet ground state occurs. This is also a very slow forbidden transition. In the case of phosphorescence, the emission of light energy the emission of light energy when the molecule return from their lowest vibrational levels in the excited triplet state T1 to the several levels of the ground state singlet is known as phosphorescence. A triplet to singlet transition is much less probable than a singlet to singlet transition. The emission in case of phosphorescence from T1 state is of lower energy, longer wavelength than fluorescence from the S1 state, and still persist with the illumination is removed. Unlike fluorescence, in which the absorbed light is emitted about 10 to the power minus 8 seconds after excitation, in phosphorescence the extra energy absorbed is stored. That is very important to be point to be noted. In phosphorescence the extra energy is absorbed is stored in metastable state and remitted later. Phosphorescence may last from about 10 to the power minus 3 seconds to days or even years. In intersystem crossing, the spin of an excited electron is reversed, leaving the molecule in an excited triplet state. For example, the S1 excited singlet state of naphthalene singlet state, yes, it converts into triplet state. A molecule in high vibrational level of the excited triplet state can lose energy by vibrational relaxation, by collision with solvent molecules, leaving it at the lowest vibrational levels of the triplet state. It can either undergo a second intersystem crossing. Second intersystem crossing. And crossing to high vibrational levels of the electronic ground state, or emit a photon and return to the ground state, that is we call phosphorescence. From the high vibrational levels of the electronic ground states, the molecule returns to the lowest vibrational levels of the electronic ground state by vibrational relaxation. Phosphorescence requires low temperature because at higher temperature triplet state is deactivated by quenching. In this Jablonski diagram, the possible scenario with absorption, internal conversion, vibration relaxation VR, and fluorescence F, intersystem crossing ISC, and phosphorescence PHOS. I repeat once again. Look at this very simple Jablonski diagram. Absorption, it is indicated in a violet color, ABS, these lines, and ISC is internal conversion, and the second one is vibrational relaxation, that is given here VR. Look at this vibrational relaxation. And also two important concepts we discussed. One is fluorescence from S1 to S0, whereas the another important concept we discussed is phosphorescence as shown from T1 to S0. So this is the basic diagram of Jablonski, very important. So point to remember, we discussed two important concepts. One is the phosphorescence and fluorescence, as well as the important thing is non-reactive process between states, reactive process between states, loss of energy by intermolecular energy transfer, and the fourth one is chemical reaction. Thank you.